Dude, where's T-Mac? Does anybody know where he's at?
No.
Nobody. Okay, what should I just start with Adam?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Hi, I'm Alex Kiefer, and welcome to the Bulldog.
Come on.
Where were you at?
The vending machine.
The vending machine. How many times have we heard that one before,
The
buddy?
one was so long, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Show me some proof. Fine. Okay, whatever. Get ready. We need to shoot. All right. Hi, I'm Alex Kiefer.
And I'm Tyler Mackey.
Welcome to the Bulldog Briefing. January 10th, MSHS hosted the annual Coaches vs. Cancer basketball games. Both girls and boys varsity teams faced Mattoon. The community came out to honor Jackie Rayburn and to support Ty Andracky, son of Coach Andracky. It was a well-intended and impactful night. Tyler, what do you do in your free time?
I like to play Star Wars Squadrons on the Xbox. Did you know that MSHS has an esports team? Yep. In the club, hosted by Max Seneca, you have the opportunity to competitively play some fun video games, such as Rocket League, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and even League of Legends. Talk to Mr. Hensley if you are interested in joining.
In Film Club, they make short films based on prompts that Roman DiGirolamo and Gabe DeFanis come up with, like an infomercial or scene from a classic comedy or action movie. The meetings are every other week so that the off weeks allow time for the films to be created. At the last meeting before winter break, they introduced the use of green screens. So this semester, they can hope to incorporate green screens more to allow for some cool new creativity.
Congrats on the wrestling team on achieving 1,000 varsity dual meet wins. Coach Lennon told the briefing, "It was special becoming the winningest coach in school history, and even more special seeing this program surpass 1,000 program wins. But most importantly, we have been lucky enough to coach and mentor outstanding young men and women through our careers. And those relationships are what we cherish most."
The wrestling team might have the mats from 3:30 to 6, but it's a younger group that's training there in the evenings. Mason Corray has more.
This year we actually have 77 kids on our roster. We have about 10 coaches, and a lot of them are former Mahomet-Seymour wrestlers and people in the community. I'm sure people know names like Matt Corray, Jason Johnston, Brandon Arnold, Andrew Kessler, all former Mahomet wrestlers who are now giving back to the Mahomet wrestling community. Our club goes from 5 years old, our club goes from kindergarten to 5th grade. We actually have a good connection from our kids club to our junior high and then our high school program. Myself, Coach Heinold at the junior high, and Coach Ledden, we all communicate regularly and mainly just talk about the culture that we want to set and kind of the goals that we want to reach at each level. And it mainly has to do with the mentality and how we approach the sport, not necessarily which moves or which techniques we emphasize. My biggest goal for kids is to enjoy coming to practice and falling in love with the sport, but I think this sport is so tough and so complicated that it's important to learn how to grow in the sport and to learn how to learn the sport. So we really try and teach that growth mindset so kids really enjoy it and set them up so that they can peak when they're older kids.
It's cool that the community has a wrestling program for younger athletes. And speaking of sports, here's a basketball highlight reel from Taylor Tarter.
Puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded Orton. She gets it to fall. Gotta get a body on some.
Here comes Dyer.
Backdoor
to
alley-oop,
well
good.
executed. Here comes Dyer.
The corner. Nice give and go there. And
Bomb with a soft touch.
clock here. Trey Peters down low. He's got to take this one up. He does.
Doing work.
Eisenman right there.
Good
Bomb.
feed and good.
Turns around. Nothing going. Savannah Orgeron for three. And it's good. Bulldogs. Away. Tries to find Welding inside. Spin move up and off the glass. Tries to find Welding inside. Thomas looks down low to Chloe Pruitt. Good job by Chloe Pruitt. Bulldogs rebound. Thomas pushing it up to Orgeron. She's going to take it all the way. Yes, she does. Rebound by Boy Meta. Ooh, nice block. across midcourt. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Gets it down to Welding, spins, gets it to Binkley, up and off. And going Dallas over to Bunting. Bunting steps inside the arc, thinks about a shot, nothing. Orgeron behind the arc, puts it up. Brennan. Oh, she gets it down to Dallas. Dallas is getting past it. Here, and it's good. Dallas. Orgeron drives base 4-0. Three, it's good. Nothing.
All seniors plus Trey on the floor. Here's
Heisman deep,
Heisman.
and it's good.
He not. All seniors plus Trey on the.
No good. Bunting right there, solid defender, gets it on the steal, gets it over to Waldinger off the glass.
You got. Yeah, good shot by Byron there.
Do you want a way to earn community service hours? Well, right here at MSHS, we have a club that can help with that. Here's more information from Will Holleman. Mahomet-Seymour Interact Club is a community service/volunteer-based club that loves giving back to the community and helping around Mahomet. They do different kinds of projects such as drive-by donations, tree planting, trash pickup, bottle caps for benches, making holiday cards for nursing homes, and much more to better the community.
What I really like about Interact Club is I can have the opportunity to help people through the school, through other places. Like, I'm not sure where I would volunteer if it weren't Interact Club, because they give lots of opportunities for us.
I wanted more volunteer hours for my church, and also because I wanted the service letter, and it's just helpful to have a place to get those from.
I would just say that it's a great opportunity to showcase to the college that you might be applying to that you're willing to help the community, and also just to show how you're compassionate and passionate about your work.
Overall, it is a great opportunity to socialize and have some fun. What a great way to get out there and give back to the community.
Hey Alex, do you celebrate Groundhog Day?
Nah, it's not really my thing.
Oh, you're not going to like this segment.
Groundhog Day. Where did it come from? Why do we care? And is it actually accurate? Groundhog Day stems from Germany and the holiday Candlemas. It used to be very different. There were times after Punxsutawney Phil's weather prediction that everyone would go to Gobbler's Knob and feast on various groundhog dishes. Nasty. The myth, or superstition, is that if a groundhog emerges from its burrow on February 2nd and sees its shadow due to clear weather, it will retreat to its den, and winter will go on for 6 more weeks. But if he doesn't, we get an early spring. Do I believe in it? Not really, but there is a little truth to it.
No, sir, I do not believe in Groundhog Day. Nah, not really. My grandma says it's something evil about it. It's something about the spirits or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I believe in Groundhog's Day. I follow it to a T.
Groundhogs, in fact, hibernate every winter, so if he'd bothered to leave his hideaway, it's a natural sign that spring is to come. The Groundhog Day superstition isn't always correct, though. Studies showed it being accurate only 39% of the time, which is poorer odds than flipping a coin. And it's even crazier to think that Punxsutawney Phil is 125 years old. That is, if you're among those who believe it. Where is Groundhog Day most popular? It's celebrated heavily in Pennsylvania. They have massive celebrations, and it's a big deal. People from the Pennsylvania area all gather around to find out whether there's going to be a long winter or an early spring.
Maybe I should celebrate it.
Uh-huh.
There are many different hands-on courses offered here at MSHS. Ag Mechanization just started their welding unit. Here's more about that from Tyler Mackey. Mr. Meisner's 8th period mechanization class has just started their welding unit, where they train their skills with different techniques and types of welding. One of these types is called stick welding, a process which involves using a clamp to hold what is called an electrode. This electrode uses electricity to heat and melt the metal with bonds with your material. We talked to Mr. Meisner to give us some insight on the class and what it's all about.
So in the welding unit, we cover a couple different things. We talk a little bit about safety with welding, We talk about why it's a part of the industry. We also talk a little bit about the different processes that go into welding, and then we also look at oxyacetylene cutting and why that's used in the processes. So throughout the unit, the students will have different assigned welds that they have to complete. They'll have to do basic stringer beads. There'll be some different joints that they have to accomplish and demonstrate that they know how to use the different processes and the different types of welds. There's different cuts that they'll have to accomplish. So they'll have a lot of different assignments to do throughout the unit, and they'll work at their own pace to accomplish those, do them over until they get them right and make sure they understand the process. I'd have to say my favorite type of weld is anything with a stick welder. It's a lot of practice and a lot of hand-eye coordination goes into it. It's a little challenging because you have to manipulate the rod and work on your travel speed and angle. There's a lot of different things that go into it, but when you lay a good bead, it's really satisfying to know that you can master all those different things. Anybody can MIG, but it takes a lot of work and a lot of practice to be able to lay a good stick bead.
Hot sparks, heavy metal. Looks like Ag Mech has a bunch to look forward to this semester.
Wow, that class looks like a lot of fun.
A few weeks ago, the Ag Department held a career exploration night called Steam Night. Let's check it out more from Ryan Ziegler.
Steam Night is a career and college exploration event that was hosted right here in MSHS, offering teens an opportunity to look into different STEAM-related careers. On top of that, there were a couple different booths that even offered interactable activities, such as virtual/in-person drone flying, and even a full moving tractor driving simulator. To start it off, I took a visit to the tractor simulator.
All right. As you pull in, it'll be straight to your left. There you go. You're going to hear a tone. Right there. Pull back. Low throttle. Park brake.
Wow. Next up is the Precision Ag booth. They brought a DJI Mavic 3 drone for visitors to try out. They also had a virtual drone flying simulator with a real drone remote, so you can fly a drone without having to worry about damaging expensive equipment.
Hey, this is so cool.
Yeah. So, whenever you let go of the controller, it finds that design and it sticks to it, and it hovers above it.
So different than like Squadrons on the Xbox.
Should brought a car for you then.
I love this thing. I better move.
So this acts like a quadcopter and a plane at the same time. It takes off like this. Whenever it gets to the desired height that I tell it to, it transitions and it flies this way.
After the visit to the drone booth, we interviewed some students to get their outlook on the event.
My favorite booth was probably United Prairie because I know the guy for many years and he offered me a job tonight.
Well, I haven't tried out the drone one yet, but that one's probably going to be my favorite because it looks cool.
Yes, most definitely, because it's a very fun night. You get all these colleges to come together and all these local businesses.
You get a lot of free stuff, and it's fun to experience different things, and you get to learn about a bunch of opportunities that I didn't know about.
Last but certainly not least, we took a visit to the U.S. Army station where they had 2 running Army trucks on display. While we were there, we interviewed Sergeant Bird, one of the guys running the station.
I'm an active duty soldier. I've been in the United States Army for 10 years. So it's a lot of stuff that you can do in the military. It's a nice, amazing career. Not everyone can do it, but I highly recommend you just give it a chance, get some information, and see if it's fit for you.
All in all, this event was a great opportunity to explore careers, have some fun, and get some free merch. This was Alex Kiefer for Bulldog TV.
I even saw a robot dog. Anyways, this was Tyler Mackey.
And Alex Kiefer.
And we hope you guys have a good week.